And moving on, the National Agency for Food, Drugs Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has taken a strong stance against counterfeit and illicit drug peddlers in Nigeria, calling for the imposition of life sentences and death penalties. The agency's Director General, Mojisola Adeyeye, made the call during a joint task force operation briefing at the Presidential Villa in Abuja, highlighting NAFDAC's ongoing enforcement measures aimed at safeguarding public health and eliminating substandard medical products from circulation. Our correspondent Ogechukwu Kekwe has more on the story in this next report.
Nigeria has for long struggled with the issue of substandard and fake drugs, with the studies indicating that up to 17% of drugs in circulation in Nigeria are either fake or of poor quality, posing serious health risks. Even the World Health Organization says Nigeria remains one of the countries most affected by counterfeit drugs in Africa, with an estimated 200,000 deaths annually linked to substandard medications. It's against this backdrop that the Director General of NAFDAC, Mojisola Adeyeye, is advocating a life sentence or the death penalty for counterfeit and illicit drug sellers and distributors in Nigeria.
To include life sentence and death penalty in the penalties for crimes committed under these acts. This exercise that we are doing is purely an enforcement operation to protect the public and rid our country of falsified and substandard medical products.
The NAFDAC boss says the agency is currently carrying out extensive operations in 3 major open drug markets in the country, with the objective of curbing the spread of falsified medicines and ensuring public safety. She also says many of the premises used by medicine sellers in this market are unregistered and fail to meet the minimum standard required for the storage, sale, and distribution of pharmaceutical products.
We are guided by our Act. The C-34 Act gives us the mandate to enter anywhere that we suspect medicines or food being falsified. We have that backing by the law. Does that mean that we are not concerned about being sued? We are concerned. We have a legal directorate. And we have SAN in our database that will stand for us. That is part of the reason why we have to do things in a very methodical way. We have to think through things.
The NAFDAC DG further explained that the proliferation of fake drugs in Nigeria has worsened due to the agency removal from the nation's ports 7 years ago, preventing them from inspecting pharmaceutical imports.
These drugs are not spirit. They came into the country through borders and ports. And I've often said that it takes a village to raise a child. It doesn't take only NAFDAC and PCN to ensure that we have sanity in our drug distribution or we mitigate substandard falsified medicines.
Underscoring the necessity of amending existing laws to incorporate several penalties as a deterrent to drug-related crimes, which have led to the deaths of several Nigerians, including children. She noted that illicit drugs have also been linked to terrorism, which is why the National Security Advisor has joined efforts to combat the issue.
What the NSA found was that they tested the tissue of some of these suicide bombers and found tramadol there. Because what illicit drugs do is to alter the personality of the user. So their mind is completely altered. That's why they can tie bomb around themselves. So there is direct link between the abuse of drugs or use of illicit drugs to terrorism.
Meanwhile, the Senior Special Assistant to President Bola Tinubu on Media and Publicity, Bayo Ononuga, has expressed support for NAFDAC's action, saying they are critical to safeguarding public health. Ogechukwu Kekwe, TV360, Lagos.